And happy beginning of fall. Can you believe it?
I cannot.
It's like, woo!
Yeah.
Okay.
How did it happen that fast?
Yeah. Well, it's better than the other way around. If time doesn't go by at all, that's much
It is.
worse.
That's true.
Let's go one and two and three and four. Roll through your feet one way. One. Let's go the other way with your arm. Two and three and four. Reverse roll through. Seven and eight. Forward and two and three and four. Back and the six and the seven and eight. Grand plié two and three and four. Tendu flex. Point to your second. Triple two, three, four. Roll through your feet. Reverse your arm the second time. Roll through your feet. To the bar. Away from the bar. Grand plié, tendu flex point back to your first. Roll through it in first. And there we are. And here we go. Open your chest and you open your arm and one and two. And little toe behind. There we go. And up. Again, little toes behind, heels forward, and relax when you are ready. That's it. Good. Here we go. To the other side. Just careful not to overly over rotate your feet in second position, especially in front of the grand plié. Here we go. And let your heel follow your toes. There we go. That's the right way. Here we go. Up and down. And two. better with these ankles. Okay, good. Let's go one, turn it out and rotate, toes back, toes to fourth. Bring it in and one, ouch, cramp, 2 and 3 and 4. Little toes back, heel forward twice, then to your second, brush it in and 1. Just, it's a very small rotation, just explore how much further that leg can go. Heel forward to first and close. Flex and half point and 4 point plie, side and half and 4 and plie, reverse 1, rotate and rotate, toes, heel, close, the same to the side and to the front. Same leg goes through, flex, half point, full point, same leg to the side. Let's roll through in our second position, and that is it. And try to feel that outward rotation in your chest and both arms as well. Okay. Here we go. Little misunderstanding. It's just outward rotation. It doesn't go in, it just goes out and out and out and out 4 times. So this is really right. That is why I got my little cramp there. Yeah, exactly. It's very, very subtle. But I really like you to feel that rotation, preferably, of course, in both legs. Here we go. Correct. And rotate 2. And 3. Now toes back, 1 and 2. Now heel down, brush it in. There we go, and 1, and rotate, and 3, and 4, toes 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, to the back, 1, and 2, and 3. Your head could be to the side, just saying, and heel forward, and 2, and 3. Same foot flex, 1, feel it nice and long, half, try to achieve the same shape in your foot, close, plie to the side, and 2, there we go, soft demi-plie, and 1, all the way up is that head, 2, and relax when you're ready. That's it. Good. Here we go. To the others. Yes.
So, I don't know if it matters, but
Oh, everything matters, as we know.
am I sort of doing like back?
Just let it bounce back a little tiny bit when you have these rotations, yeah. And it will automatically go back a little tiny bit. So we're just working that little half an inch or whatever that is. Yeah. So you really can feel your glutes, your inner thighs, all of that fun stuff. Okay. And then try to feel the same thing when you're articulating your toes. It's basically exactly the same, but in your ankle. Okay. Here we go. and relax when you're ready. Good. Yeah, especially on the left when you watch the video, watch that dance magazine worthy front foot.
What? What'd you say?
Watch that dance magazine worthy front foot when you're articulating it. It's better to see on the left, probably because of the zoom angle and the angle of your camera,
Okay.
but it's really, really interesting.
Okay.
You should be very pleased with yourself.
Oh,
Oh.
those feet are,
Yep.
they're tough.
I know. Feet are always tough, especially if you're not gifted with a super high arch, but
That's
we
what I
still
think.
can use them and present them as if we did have one.
Okay.
Okay. Since we are at it, let's go down to 1 and 2 and 3. Close your first and the front and the side and the back. 1 is the same rotation, just without the bounces, and 4, 5 and 6 and 7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and plie. Open it and hold and rotate. Close first, back and the side, front plie. Same thing starting from the front. 5 and 6 and 7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Change your feet side to side. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Close fifth. Roll through in fifth. And there we are. And let's have our arms up in that fifth. Okay. And here we go. Open and rotate and stay. Close your first. Encore 3, 1 and 2 and 3. Demi-plie, nice and soft to relax your muscles a little. And 1. And again, feeling both sides of your body close. And 1. Change and first and inside. There we go, and outside. 8. Feel your half points. Feel always toes back. Little toe back, heel forward. There we go. Really squeeze these legs together, shoulders over hips, and relax. Okay, yep. Here we go. Left side, please, and and relax when you're ready. That's it. Right, good. Let's go 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7. 1. Let's actually close straight figure 5 because it starts with plie and open in 3 and the 4, back and the front and the back, plie and open in 3 and the 4, front and the back and the front, plie and open in 3 and the 4, side and the back, side and the front, encore 7 and 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7. Done. We'll go to the left after. And 7, that's right. Okay, always trying to achieve that pristine 5th position by closing your little toes or your heels forward. And here we go. Plie 1. Close 1 and 2. Plie and push and stay. And close. Same thing to the side. And open, stay, and down. Strong head. That's it. And plie open. Relax. Good. That was right. Just make sure to move your arms from your fingertips, not from your elbows or from your wrists. Yeah, really fingers, fingers, fingers. Here we go. Left side, please. And really use the plie as a nice push down and relax because it's a lot of muscle activity there. I'm holding that tumble out there. And here we go. That's better. Good, good, good. That's it. What can I say? Front and the side and the back and the front, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, back and the side and the front and the back, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. 1 and the hold your 5th, 1 and the hold your 5th, front and the side and the back and the side as we just did. Plie. Back and the side and the front and side back, 2 slow, 3 quick balance bars and the front and the side and the back, inside, front, back, close. Go 5th and feel that squeeze in your 5th, go 5th and feel that squeeze in your 5th, 7 and 6 and the 5 and the 4, 3 and the 2 and the 1, done. I guess this is the squeezy class today. Okay, here we.
Alex,
Yes,
it's front side, back front.
yes, correct. And then your balance was. Okay, here we go. And a one. Side step. There we go. Seven. One. Just push down. Down. Fingertips and toes. One. And nose. Seven and the eight. Good catch. And one. Seven. All right. A little bit more fingertips and toes. Your toes can be quicker. So can your fingertips. So I think you want to stay ahead. Let's make it a exploration of how quick can these toes push into the floor and fly right back into that pristine fifth position. Here we go. Well, we got sequence-wise. Yeah, just be aware that side sequence is just right into your fifth and squeeze. Okay, here we go. That's better. Especially now. Quick, 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 quick. There we go. And one. Again, good catch. One. Stay nice and tall. And one. All right. I know.
Goes backwards.
Let's go cheval. One and the two and the three and the four coupe. Plié. One and the two and the three and the four passé. Plié. Eight and the seven and the six and the five and the four and the three and the two and the one. Passé all the way. Relevé close fifth. Cheval and two and three and four coupe close plié. Cheval and two and three and four passé close plié. Eight and the seven and the six and the five, four and the three and the two and the one, passé flat to rise and shine. We could certainly do the other side, I think, unless the tune doesn't cooperate. We'll see. Okay, and here we go. And one. Eight. Push down into the floor with your toes. Toes. You're falling right into my trap, too. Hold on a second. It starts with coupe. Yeah, from one coupe to fifth to the next coupe to fifth while brushing the floor with your toes. Here we go. I know this is mean, but sometimes you just have to. All right, here we go. Squeeze and push down and down. That's more like it.
back the bar.
Well, that is a good idea. You know, when I was teaching some kids on Friday, I told it to them this way: think you're holding onto a window frame and you're leaning out.
Oh, that's a good.
And you're holding onto the window frame, and your knee basically is holding onto the window frame, and the other leg is also holding onto the window frame, and then the whole thing just goes forward. That may be just as a it worked for the girls, so it might be a little image that is good to hold on to.
Good.
We'll see right now. Let's go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Forward and 2 and 3 and 4 to the bar 6 and 7 and 8 and back and diagonals, diagonals, diagonals. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Finally, you get your 8 ronds de jambes. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So passé and flat, try to feel that window frame. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, back and 2 and 3 and 4, away and 6 and 7 8. Just feel diagonal front and back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is a little bit what we already did in Tomley's, etc. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, and then take a well-deserved parallel stretch from there. We're starting with passing. Yes, open, put the bar forward and to the bar. That takes up the first 16 count. Then your diagonals for 8 and 8 ronds de jambes to finish. Okay, here we go. We're going a little bit faster. That's right. I want to give you time to claw into that window frame. Okay, here we go. So you have a whole 8 counts. To the bar 5 and 6. Diagonals back and front. Not too far, even a little less. Just diagonals. That's it. Just pass your standing leg here. And 6 and 7 and 8. Now round the jambes and 1. There we go. 2. the other side, please. And let's go flappy front and the side and the front and the side, fouilleté. Close fifth. Back and the side and the back and the side, fouilleté. Close fifth. Front and the side and the back and the side and the front, fouilleté, tombé back. Close. Open, petit, battement, 5 and 6 and 7 close behind, so we can reverse it on the other side. Back and the side and the back and the side, fouilleté, en dedans, close fifth. Treat it like a tombé, but don't fall into it. Front and the side and the front and the side, fouilleté, en dehors, close fifth. Back and the side and the front and the side and the back, fouilleté, en dehors, tombé forward, step back and close. Open, petit, battement, 5 and 6, demi-plié, close your fifth. We'll take the left afterward, it's a lot to do. Front side, fouilleté, en dehors, close fifth. Reverse on the other side. Plié, fouilleté, en dedans from right there. There you go. Now encore 5. Fouilleté. Tombé, step back. Open, petit battements. Really make sure that your instep is bouncing off your ankle for these petit battements. Or off your calf, should I rather say. All right, here we go. Remember, plie with both arms off the bar. Let's show Craig how it is done. What do you say? Here we go. And one. That's it. And one. That's it. Really feel your instep when you have close. And that's it. Yeah. Good, good. A little bit more aggressive after you plie, feel that à la seconde to change to arabesque or to the front. When you have these full fouilletés. And you don't have to lift your knees at all. Yeah, from your frappe height, just extend it away from your center rather than lifting your knee into it. Just think some insolent child is pulling on your toes. Okay, here we go. Left side, please. And sorry about the annoying beep, in case you heard it. Oh, you didn't? Okay.
I did. Yeah. I
Yeah,
thought it was.
my coffee maker was talking to me, so. All right, let's see what we can do with all the turnet and all of these diagonals. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Circle Portobra. Give it a little bit more of a harem so you have time for a soutenu to the other side. I won't reverse it, that would be cruel. Okay. Fondu demi-rond front to side, passe straight away from there into your développé front. Started on the side with développé back. Started to the back with développé side, close fifth front. One circular port de bras, plié soutenu to the other side. And here we go. Fondu nice and dippy. Plié away from your center to the side, passing. Push down in your standing leg. You change your head for the arabesque. 6 and 7. And keep your head to the side. And now change it as you transition to the side. There we go, passing. Open your chest. here as well. There we go. And and two. And three to arabesque with your head to your passe and open. And really feel it in both legs. Close. Twist. And finish. There we go. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
That music makes me cry.
It does. Love never dies. Oh, yeah, Mr. Weber has a tendency of touching the emotions and pulling the strings. He somehow figured out the genetic makeup of music to make you feel stuff. All right. Let's go low, higher, cloche and the stretch and the close and the low. Higher, passe and 6 and the 7 and 8, low. Higher, cloche and the 6 and the 7 and close, coupé inside front attitude, stay, stretch, close. One dégagé, one grand battement, cloche and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, one dégagé, one grand battement, passe, balance and the close. So really no compromise, just let go, deal with it, close. Front and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, cloche and the 6 and the 7 and the 8, coupé inside attitude. Just stay right there. We'll take the left afterward. And here. Are we good? Passe, right, reverse. Low, high, 3 cloches. That is your highest. Okay, and here we are. Oh, one. Cloches, one. That's it, stretch. Good. Here, down and up, passe, let go, close. And over. Inside attitude front. Careful with your little toes and heels in your bottom foot and one. That's alright. And the 2. Plie up, let go, close. There we go, and one. Down and up, let go, stay. And finish. Real good. Yeah, the longer you wait,
The harder it is.
as soon as you think about letting go of the bar, I bet you a nickel you're pushing yourself too far over to your standing side. And now you have to readjust when you let go.
I'm probably doing that, but I start thinking of every.
Right, and you shouldn't. You can think
Yeah.
about it before or after, but not during. That's
Yeah.
like dancing on stage. You cannot think about the technique of the choreography. There's
Yeah.
just no way. All right. So this will be an exercise in not thinking. Let your toes think for you. Okay, here we go. Left side, please. The same for your inside attitude. There you go. And over. was the tattoo for back. That's right. And also, you took too much time to let go.
And what? Yeah.
And if the beat is dun da da dun da da, it should be leg arm instead of leg arm. Right. Okay. Let's have a nice stretch before we come to the center. had some sort of tambi padibori struggle going on. Let's put that right into these tendus. 4 and a 3 and a 2 and a 1, releve, tambi. Keep your foot on the floor. Padibori closes back. We are going side and a 2, 3 and a 4. À la seconde tambi, we are closing front. We are going back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Arabesque effacé, tambi, padibori. Front and the back and the side and the front and the back and the side. Chassé forward through close fifth. Ooh, this is a whole piece of choreography all of a sudden. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Effacé, padibori closes behind. En face and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Open, fall into it, but keep your toes on the floor. Padibori. So we are returning back to our right leg. Back and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Effacé arabesque with your arm up. Tambi back, you're closing in front again. You're going front and the back and the side and the front. And the back and the side, front, plié, through, close. I might have changed my mind there in that last thing. Then en face. 45, feel that nice à la seconde turn out that we've been working on so much. There we go. You're back to the croisé angle, that's it. 2 and the 3 and the 4. Effacé arabesque. Tambi back. Yes. Padibori closes front, it has no other choice. And padibori is on the écarté angle, there we go. Encore front, back, side, front.
Turn?
Not yet, no. This is just poses. Back, side, front. Now you're going arabesque. En face, à la seconde. Front effacé. Yeah, tendu, brush through. I changed my mind on that one. Yes, that makes it, and brush through. And you're ready for the other side. Tendu, brush through. There we go. That's it. Are we good to mark this? All right, here we go. Yes. Questions? Comments or complaints? Front, back, side. Now back, side, front. Side, effacé, close fifth, effacé, front. Tendu, croisé, brush it through. Change your arm to the real croisé. Close. Now you're ready for the other side. All right. Are we good to give this a go? And of course, remembering all that beautiful footwork we've been doing today. And here we go. Gotcha. Yeah, make sure you're falling onto it. Close fifth front. Now your pas de bourrée has no other choice but to finish up in the correct corner. Okay, take two. Here we go. And there we go. Relax a sec. There, FSA tendez through. Bring it through immediately when you stretch your knee. Just slide it through, otherwise it's going to be too fast. There's lots of little tiny traps in there. Okay. Here we go. Left side. Oh, make sure arabesque, insulin child syndrome, think somebody is pulling on your toes. So you truly fall up and over backward onto your leg as much behind you as you can. See how much nicer it places you? Right, exactly. Yeah, really important. Okay. Here we go. Left side, please. Good catch. Yes. And tendez through, plié through, change your arm and close. Right. No worries, there will be a redemption set.
Okay.
Yeah, it's front, back, side, front, this poses before you go back, side, front. And remember, move your arms from your fingertips, not from your elbows. That is one of the reasons why it feels like this. Okay. Plie and straight through. You don't even have to stretch it to the back. From your fourth position, just brush it straight through to the front. You know what I mean? Through. There we go, exactly. And do the same thing with your arm. So once you're in this FSA, plie. That's it. It's very, very balancing. Okay. Here we go. Almost. And it's your arms more than your feet, I think. Yeah? So you want to be extremely aware. The first part was okay, but then really be aware. 1, 2, and 3. Close. That's it. Right. Fingertips and toes. 2 and down, up, go. Nope. Bring it straight through. Don't stretch it to the back. Yeah, from your fourth. So you're basically going front, front. Front, front. There you go. That's it. Okay.
That's so hard.
Ha. Good question.
Again?
Let's start it on the other side. There we go. Okay. One more chance at greatness. And Let's have a nice clean start. Remember, you're closing front. Yes, correct. That would have been it. Yeah, it really comes out of your padaburi. Jung, jung, jung. Okay, the little humble padaburi. Okay, here we are. And to relax. Okay, well, I'll give you another one for that. No worries. Just so we get used to it. That would be the wrong angle because we're starting FSE.
Yeah, yeah.
There, there, down, up, done. Yep, that's it. Right. This should not come as a surprise. However, it starts écarté front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and the 1, and the 2, and the 3, and the 4, 5, and the 6, and the 7, and the 8. Side plié, forward and back. Back plié, forward and back. Done. It doesn't switch sides, that is totally fine. I'm just trying to throw one more time these little things in there as positive reinforcement. So we have one additional tendu since we're coming from 5th position front. Écarté back side, effacé, tendu to front, plié 4th, coupé pirouette on the or, close 5th. Right, left, right. Tombi padaburi sideways closing in front, backward closing in front as well.
The first tendu is to the front?
Écarté front. Écarté front. There. Now you can go to the side. To the back. Right. And as we just did. Right. And to FSA plié through. Plié. Pirouette. Close. Right. The same on the other side. Down. Through. Plié go. Right. One more time on the other side. Are we good to mark this? And try to feel it nice and rhythmical. Okay. Talk about the makeup session. There. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And once again, feel that nice arc up and over. Let yourself fall backward onto your straight arabesque leg. Okay. And here we go.
Sorry.
Back. That's all right. That is totally all right. Yeah. Écarté back. There we go. Yep. And emphasize your closing in fifth. This way you remind yourself what comes next. At least that is the idea. And oh, oh, yes, and a one. Be consistent in your quarter brass and four and a five. There we go. Tumble and a one. You kind of fixed the combination for me if I wanted to go right and left, but it should have been the other leg going into the arabesque. Other than that, yes, yeah, try to be consistent in these port-de-bras because your arms really are very much connected to your toes in this instance. Okay, let's start it on the other side. And and one. That's it. Yes. There we go. And that's right. That's right. And that was better. Yeah, just a little bit more courageous up and over, and then basically keep traveling backward as you're closing your patabori out of the arabesque. Yes. Yes, yes, and counter shoulder. Yeah, yeah. As with every other arabesque. Okay. You are reading my mind.
Oh.
Developé 2 and 3 and 4, relevé 6 and 7 and 8. Port-de-bras. Make sure we're not going too far with our shoulders, so keep your shoulders. I'm calling it the Aaron Brockovich. 3 and 4, Tom Lee, forward and close. Change to FSC arabesque. 3 and 4, relevé. You can feel exactly the same thing we just talked about. Close front, patabori. Chassé forward to the other arabesque. Close. Écarté front. Relevé. Tombé. Close fifth front. Effacé. Let me back up a little bit. Effacé. À la seconde. Arabesque. Relevé. Patabori enchaînement. We are on the other side. Developé front and 2 and 3 and 4. Relevé 6 and 7 and 8. Forward, forward and 2 and 3 and 4. Tombé forward and close. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You have a whole 4 counts to feel it nice up and over business. Tombé, patabori as we just did. A nice big fat chassé forward so we're not running out of room. Developé écarté 2 and 3 and 4. Relevé. Tombé. Close. Effacé. À la seconde with the other foot. Arabesque with the other foot. Relevé. Failli. Patabori enchaînement. That's it.
Was there after the releve?
Yeah, there's no tombé
Oh,
for
okay.
the front. You're just melting into your port-de-bras from the
Oh,
front.
that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Then you change to effacé at first arabesque, right? Now you relevé, tombé back, so we reinforce the tombé patabori business. And keep traveling backward. There we go. Exactly. That's right. Now you're going écarté front. Releve, tombe onto it, close fifth. That same leg goes out for your first développé effacé front. Switch legs and switch direction for en face. À la seconde, close fifth front. Switch to arabesque releve. Failli pas de boyantano. And try to feel that releve in arabesque the second time, exactly the same way as the first time. However, your leg will slide through first into that failli for the pas de bourrée. So don't anticipate that, otherwise you'll find yourself too far forward. Are we good to give this a mark?
Yes.
Okay. And Tony. Nice big chassis feel. Yeah, so if you have time for one more chassis forward, since this seems to be. Then with your passé switch through en face to effacé, that's exactly right. So feel that strong standing leg heel forward.
And then shuffle.
Yes, correct. Then stay where you are for your écarté. Tombe onto it. Close. Effacé front, développé. Nice, super long arms. Side, back. Releve, you can linger there for a while. There you go. Yes. And one more chassis forward. Unless we're a little late, then we can omit that last chassis. Okay. And then we're probably going to be out of room, so we'll stop one way or the other. Okay, here we go. Plenty of opportunities to make it muy pretty. And melt, tendez, and one. Change through en face. Push down, feel your side arm, feel that pull back. And pas de bourrée. There we go. Strong chassis. And nice and strong in your arm. Same in your arm. And feel these back toes, feel your counter shoulder. And chassis forward and relax. Alright. Yeah, remember you want to treat that arabesque as a tombe back before you failli through. And you can see actually in the video when your future self is watching your present self, that it just gives you that little uncomfortable place forward, and then there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Make sure when you take your balances, you lift your toes into the balance, instead of letting them slightly lag behind, if that makes any sense. So work with both legs, not just one. And remember, you want to always enforce your turnout when it comes to these releves, as we did in the bar so much. Yeah, always feel that. Okay. Here we go. Left side, please. And was better. But then let's not forget, Fai goes through first. You're still staying in the same angle before you could be back before your Padabori happens. No, don't turn quite yet. No, no, no. Keep your coupe still in your corset corner before you start your Padabori. Otherwise, it's equal to mooning the audience. There we go. Now you can turn yourself around. That's right. Okay, let's go sideways and forward, piqué, arabesque, failli, pas de bourrée entonant, coupé, pas de bourrée entonant, coupé. So a nice little reinforcement thing. Chassé and plié, pirouettes, let's try our arms in first. True fourth, plié, attitude, plié, pas de bourrée. Start from your back foot. Balance forward and arabesque, feel what we just talked about. Coupé, pas de bourrée entonant coupé, pas de bourrée entonant coupé. Close your fifth, chassé forward, plié, pirouette, fourth. Change your arm, change your angle, fourth. Then stretch, pas de bourrée. So you're staying in plié, just extend your toes for your pas de bourrée. Are we good to mark this? Okay. And yes, it could be feeling somewhat dancey. Or we go to give this a go. And we always feel that open coupe, that's right, good. And that coupe one more time before you close, yep. All you need is your head, strong arms and fingers. Jung, Padabori, that's it, right, ready for the other side, starting from your back foot. Okay, here we go.
I'm sorry.
I think you just did
That
one
was
too many.
another turn.
No.
Yeah.
As soon as you get back to your right hand corner, you're ready for your pirouette. Let's not forget Padabori Antonin is in fifth. Okay, here we go. Balance your arms, think you're embracing the vault instead of just. So you can let your arms flow a little bit more. Think they're silk ribbons. There, that's exactly right. Okay. Here we go. And your fifth, and a fifth. There we go. We'll count this as our dress rehearsal. There was good stuff in it. Get a little quicker into your pirouettes, both attitude and passe. Yeah, it's just a matter of speed of finding the position sooner together with your fingertips. Flick these toes so you get a slightly better and faster start to them. Okay. And remember on the left side, piqué arabesque, it needs to pull you back before you can come forward. Yeah. Exactly. All right. One thing after the next. Here we go. And. There was some good stuff in them. It's all a process. What can I say?
Patience.
Say that again. Oh yes, it takes patience, and I think now we are also at the stage where you have to allow yourself to do one after the next rather than already anticipating something else. So let yourself be taken into the pirouette by your body rather than trying to control it all the way through.
Yeah.
And that, of course, is a really hard thing to do. That's like having your kid in the driver's seat for their first driving lesson. And you're just like, ah! Right. And you're hitting that non-existent paddle line down there the entire time. And it's very much the same. Okay. Where are we at? For the sake of time, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5. I should try that with your right leg. 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Assemblée and the 6 and the 7. Back to your first. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. There we go. That's it. I'll be good to give this a mark. Alrighty. Whoa, don't make that same mistake. 1, 5th, 2, 3, push. And yes, in case you're wondering, there is the option of doing it twice. Okay, just toes. Soft plie, soft knees. And really relax your pliés, roll through your feet. chest and shoulders. One. Don't forget to breathe. All right, all right. Not bad, not bad. Good survival. Yeah, just push the floor away with your toes. That's really all it takes. And you started well, and then it got a little. Oh. Right. Let's not forget to roll through your toes when you're landing. Yeah, your toes are first on the heel, and on the floor, your heel is second. As soon as your heel hits the floor, your toes go again. Can you feel that? Yeah. So it's kind of like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, rather than a 1, 1, 1.
Yeah.
Would you like to do this one more time
Yeah.
before we say goodbye for today?
Yes.
That's the positive message in this whole thing. Before we say goodbye, here we go. And okay, that was better. That was better. Yes, yes. Okay.
I can do it just a little bit at
Uh-huh.
first.
Right, right. And then, of course, we have to build it up so it actually can stay
Yeah.
consistent. Because that it takes strength in your toes much more than one would
Yeah.
assume, instead of, relying on the big muscles above.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then I'm like,
Exactly. And then it pumps, and then obviously
yeah,
it's much more exhausting than it should be.
if my feet would just do it.
That's right. Well, they will in some point. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And
Thank
I
you
will
so
be
much.
seeing you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye bye.